So I decided to go to a local technical store and buy me the latest and greatest so we would have it when we go out. I got it so it had everything on it. It had traffic on it. It tells you when the school zone is coming. It tells you not only when to slow down, but it also tells you diagrams of signs that are in front of you. It tells you everything. But the problem is it didn't tell me how to use it. I'm used to the mundane and the simple because I had an old Garmin, but this is a new one that looks like a TV. That thing is smarter than most humans, and I am not smarter than a fifth grader. So I got in the car the other day, and we had been using this thing, and as Bishop said, I had to travel several places. I had to get a rental car everywhere we went, so I packed it in my case. The problem was the battery was still on it, and something in my suitcase hit the button and allowed it to reset. So all the settings that we had in it before didn't work no more. When I got in the car and I plugged it in, it came up on the screen as a new activation. I said, what do you mean new activation? I haven't used this thing before. It says first time user, follow the directions. I became weary and well doing, but I heard I will reap if I fainted not. So I played it cool as I sat inside the rental car outside, because if you've been in a city for the first time, you don't know where you're going. So I couldn't go nowhere, so I had to follow the directions. The problem is Brian Thompson is impatient. I've got qualities that God has given me and delivered me from, but one is not patient. So I sat down the side of the road, and first it says to you, put in your home zip code. I put that in. I put in your home address. I didn't put it in because if somebody found it, I didn't want them to know where I live. So I put in a similar address, but something stopped me, Dr. McGill. It said, now activate voice command. I said, okay, I can do this. I can talk if I can't do nothing else. I can do this. And I started to talk. But the problem was, Bishop Fritchie had to learn my voice. So it said, reduce all noise and speak clearly into the GPS. It said, speak a word. I spoke the word, but because of the noise around us at the airport, it did not pick up my voice. But what I failed to do is read the directions. It said at the very bottom, if you're having problems, skip this step. So I sat there 5 times saying, Fayetteville. But it never picked up my voice. And it wasn't until about 6 or 7 times that I saw before I started to throw it out the window. It says, if this fails to do it, skip this step. I hit skip, and it says, where would you like to go? I must tell you, brothers and sisters, that there is a popular misconception that in the kingdom of God that you must always learn from your mistakes. But I would beg to differ that a critical thinker with me today would be able to learn that sometimes it's not you making a mistake that makes you learn. Because sometimes it's only after you've had success that you know how to do something right. Sometimes when you make a mistake, that does not mean you know what you're doing. That just shows you not to do that again. But if you keep making the mistake, obviously you didn't follow that direction. Because you haven't had the chance doesn't mean that you are not going to be able to complete the task. Many of you have confused lack of opportunity with failure. But sometimes God needs to see if you will trust him even when you don't see the sign of victory. You must understand you got to have faith in the midst of some stuff sometimes. If everything came easy for you, then you wouldn't need to call on the name of God. Oh Lord, have mercy up in here. See, when it seems like the whole world is trying to block you from what it is that God has predestined or ordained from you, that's when you've got to have faith in God. But here is where the enemy messed up. People who have tried to block you have really blocked themselves. Oh Lord, have mercy. See, you don't you now. I'm going to exegete the text real quick. See this, Joshua 1 says, they were locked in and the others were locked out. What folks don't understand about you, they thought they locked you down, but God really brought you out. And can I have a witness up in here that no folks talked about you, that folks tried to do you wrong, but even though they knew that they did you wrong, God's hand was on your life. Am I talking to any witnesses up in here that knows that sometimes it did not look good, but God's grace is sufficient?